Alright, what's up guys? And in today's video, I'm going to be reacting to not just my highlights, but the whole spring training game for the ALWB in 2025. So, let's get into it right now. Alright, so as the intro said, I'm going to be reacting to our ALWB 2025 spring training game. So, Anderson and I in the first inning, we messed around with some batters. And we kind of forgot until I went in the last time that we had reached our pitcher change count of 3 per game. So after this clip right here, I had to stay in for the rest of the game. So I pitched 7 innings, so it was kind of hard. But here in the beginning of the game, I dealt with a lot of walking. And then Bennett got a hit there. Peyton almost ran. I would have nailed him if he started running. But, yeah, you can see I was just dealing with walking, inconsistent pitching. And then I get a couple good pitches here and there, like that slider. But didn't get any really swings. There's my first strikeout. And then, I would still walk and stuff, like to Bennett. But I'd end up getting out of the inning with, like, letting in, I think, 6 or 7 runs, 6-7. Runs. But Bennett had an amazing play right there. I was super happy for him. Kind of mad that Anderson didn't get to the base. That one I thought was gone, so I didn't start running. Bennett lost it in the sun, and then it was rolling in. So I just got a little single out of it. Peyton was underhand pitching, so I didn't really put any clips into, like, Instagram from that. Like, none of my highlights of him, because I didn't feel like the underhand pitching was fair for me to use as highlights. But I'm hoping this season we get some better pitching. But, yeah, I should have caught that. And actually today I'm going to be filming another video that will be posted a week from this video. Of me fixing myself and not letting up those line drives at my head and, like, at my body and stuff so I can catch him. But, yeah, there's a nice little drop ball there. He wasn't swinging too much. I think that was a 3-pitch K, actually, and then Bennett got a hit. So Bennett was consistently hitting off me, which worries me for the rest of the ALWB, but we'll get better. So as I've said in some brotherly games, I need to pitch 1 inning before every single game just to get, like, loose, and so I get rid of those walks. I haven't been able to do it yet, but before my next brotherly game, Lincoln and I are going to do that. But, yeah, those outs there, like, so I got an out on Bennett there running home, defending my ERA a little bit. And then he gets walked. It's the second inning, and then, Peyton just pulled down his pants, so that's great. Strikeout. I think I had, like, 3, but, again, I strike out the most in the ALWB, but I also have the most home runs, the most RBIs, and the most hits, too, per at-bat. So I tend to strike out more, but I scored our first run, and I played for the Plastic Storm today. And then we played against the Backyard Heat. They were just 2 random teams because it's spring training mixed with a bunch of players. I was the only Northern Division player in that game. Lincoln would have been the other one, but he had a baseball game. And a bunch of other kids had baseball, so they weren't here. But yeah, that one popped up. Bennett actually had a lot of outs this game, like fly outs and ground outs and stuff. He was doing pretty good. Inside slider. Did pretty well on that pitch, and then there we go, another strikeout. This is, like, this 3rd inning, I think after the 2nd inning, I started to get the ball rolling. Like, this inning, I get a strikeout next, I think. I think, right? Yeah, that was a nice cutter. But, I started to get the ball rolling pitching-wise, and then, hitting-wise, I start doing really well. So, after Anderson gets walked here, I hit a home run. So we'll see that. I'll just let it. Yeah, the thing was launched. Peyton didn't move. Bennett knew it was coming. But something that Lincoln pointed out during this that I didn't see was that I caught up to Anderson while he was walking, and then he had to end up starting to run. But yeah, that scored 3 runs to get it into a position where we could tie it up. And then Anderson gets walked here. Wait, no, he gets a hit. and he gets to second base because they throw it over. If he can get that speed up, he'd be a pretty good football player, I think. But, yeah, and then I hit another home run. That one, it was going center, and then it curved left so much. Like, I think it curved, like, 30 feet left or something like that. But, yeah, that was a nice, almost 90-foot shot. I'd probably say 87, something like that. So, I mean, it was a pretty good shot. Yeah. Anderson and I were exchanging high fives and stuff, and he struck out on an inside pitch. But, I'm left-handed. Oh, yeah, because they were going to just throw balls. Like, they threw me 4 balls that didn't even hit the backstop on purpose. Anderson fell with hitting that. Oh, my gosh. Such an Anderson thing to do. There's 3 outs. Otherwise, I would have scored. But, he fell over. There's a strikeout. So, yeah, as I said, I just got the ball rolling. Doesn't mean I think I let up a couple hits and a couple walks after that. But, I pitched like 6 innings scoreless after letting in, I think the first run is the first inning. I could be wrong, and I probably let up maybe a run in the second inning, but I think I pitched 5 or 6 innings scoreless. If it was a 7-inning game, Bennett didn't even want to get in my way, so he ran out of the base path. I step up. I don't hit any more home runs today, but I definitely felt pretty good that I'd hit 1 or 2 home runs, and I hit 2 home runs. And that would have won us the game in the 4th inning, because I don't think Peyton would have hit the strike zone, but Anderson was in the way, so we had to call it an out, which I thought was really annoying. And then he tried to do it again where he was just throwing 4 balls, and then he hit it on the ground, and then I just decided to swing. I saw it pop up a little bit. And it is legal. You can hit it, but like if it bounces and hits the strike zone, it's not a strike. But, yeah, so I can't make it all the time to first base, but I think I can consistently make it. But, yeah, Anderson's, like, I think a couple seconds slower than me. Like, I can make it to first in, I think, 3 seconds, something like that. And then it takes Anderson a couple seconds. Peyton was in front of the camera there, which annoyed me a little bit. So, I was saying ephesus, and then Bennett got a hit. I told Anderson to hold it, but he didn't. So Peyton's rounding third. I grab the ball. I see him, and then dink. That beat him by like half a step. You'll see it right here. There, it beat him like. So yeah, I beat him by like half a step. So I was really happy about that. But there's Anderson's strikeout. But yeah, I was wanting this to be a home run filled day and a strikeout filled day, but I still do deal with the walks. So I personally think on this play, we called me out after the play, so we thought I was safe. Then he called it out. Oh, you can't really see it here. That sucks. But I was definitely safe. The ball never hit me. Bennett said it hit me, and so I just admitted, I guess. I don't know. I didn't admit because it didn't happen, so I don't know. It was more of like I just let it slide, I guess. But, yeah, I would have been home on that play, and it would have been game over again. So I've gotten robbed of 2 inside the park home runs by stupid calls. And then, yeah, Bennett there, he's really showing how he can catch the balls this season. So I think his fielding will be, I think he'll probably be one of the best fielders in the game that we have this year. Probably. But, yeah. Peyton gets a hit there. I hit first base. This is my double play. Bennett thought I was going to throw it at him, so he slowed down trying to back up, and then I threw it at the backstop. So the backstop also counts as an out this year, not only a strike zone. So here we go. This is my inside the park home run. Lincoln thought it was going to be an easy play, so he threw it over my back, and I just knew I had to keep on running and just go through, and that was game.